Get ready for a knockout. Donald Trump is back in the UFC spotlight, but this time it's for a potential political showdown. We're diving deep into the surprising intersection of politics and the octagon. Meanwhile, UFC Seattle is heating up with a massive middleweight clash as Israel Adesanya steps back into the ring against the surging Pyfer. And the women's flyweight division is set to explode with a highly anticipated rematch between Grasso and Maycee Barber. You won't want to miss these fights. We're also getting another look at Donald Trump's undeniable ties to the UFC world, exploring his presence at major events and what it means for both the sport and the political landscape. And that's just the beginning. Stick around, you're watching news. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
President Trump at the octagon, more than just a spectator. Donald Trump's presence at UFC events, like UFC 316, is becoming a recurring theme, sparking discussions beyond just the fights. With UFC CEO Dana White often by his side, these appearances raise questions about the intersection of sports, celebrity, and politics. Is this just a president enjoying a sporting event, or is there a deeper strategy at play? Trump's affinity for the UFC, a sport known for its intensity and passionate fanbase, has been noted for years. His attendance at events like the one in Newark, New Jersey, alongside Dana White, fuels speculation about potential political implications and the cultivation of a specific voter demographic. The visual of a former president in the midst of the high-energy UFC atmosphere is undeniably powerful. Fans and political analysts alike are weighing in, with many seeing these appearances as a strategic move to connect with a key audience. Others simply view it as a president engaging with a popular American sport. The repeated sightings continue to keep Trump in the headlines, blending his political brand with the raw excitement of mixed martial arts. But the UFC's drama doesn't stop with political appearances. Get ready for an epic night of fights as we break down the biggest matchups in Seattle. Adesanya aims to reclaim glory at UFC Seattle amidst Pyfer's rise. The UFC touches down in Seattle, Washington, tonight for a fight night event headlined by a blockbuster middleweight showdown and a highly anticipated women's flyweight rematch. In the main event, former two-time UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya faces the red-hot Pyfer. Adesanya, known as the last stylebender, looks to get his career back on track after recent setbacks. Standing in his way is Pyfer, who has stormed up the rankings with 3 consecutive wins and currently sits at 14. This fight is a crucial test for both fighters. Can Adesanya recapture his championship form, or will Pyfer's momentum carry him to a career-defining victory? The co-main event features a rematch over 5 years in the making, as former women's flyweight queen Grasso takes on the formidable Maycee Barber. Grasso, who lost her title in a trilogy bout with Valentina Shevchenko, is looking to snap a 2-fight losing streak. Barber, however, has shown significant improvement since their first encounter in 2021 and represents a major challenge. This bout promises fireworks as both women aim to solidify their claim in the stacked flyweight division. The card is packed with intriguing matchups, including a potential barnburner between Terrence McKinney and Brendan Marotte, and a clash of styles as Rinat Rakhimov faces Val Woodburn. MMA KO is on the ground, providing predictions for all 13 fights, offering insights into who has the edge in this action-packed night of combat sports. Fans are buzzing about the potential for upsets and highlight reel finishes. The main event, in particular, has analysts debating whether Adesanya's experience will be enough to overcome Pyfer's raw power and current winning streak. The rematch between Grasso and Barber is equally captivating, with many believing Barber has evolved enough to avenge her previous loss. From the electrifying fights in Seattle to the political ringside, the world of combat sports continues to surprise. We're going behind the scenes to see another side of Donald Trump's connection with the UFC. Trump and White, a political partnership in the octagon. Recent images show former President Donald Trump engaging closely with UFC CEO Dana White at major events, fueling discussions about their relationship and its potential political implications. These high-profile appearances, such as Trump attending UFC 316 in Newark, New Jersey, with White beside him, are more than just celebrity sightings. They represent a strategic intersection of political influence and the massive, passionate fanbase of mixed martial arts. Trump's consistent presence at these events, often documented with photos of him and White, suggests a deliberate effort to connect with a demographic that resonates with the sport's often combative and direct nature. The partnership between Trump and White has been a subject of ongoing commentary. While White has been an outspoken supporter of Trump, the visual of the former president actively participating in the UFC environment, even if just as an attendee, sends a powerful message. It allows Trump to tap into the UFC's cultural cachet, potentially influencing public perception and garnering support from a unique voter base. Analysts suggest these appearances serve to reinforce Trump's image as a strong, decisive figure, aligning with the perceived toughness of UFC fighters and fans. Public reaction is divided, with some seeing it as a natural alliance between two prominent figures, while others view it as a calculated political maneuver. Regardless of interpretation, the repeated association between Donald Trump and the UFC continues to be a notable element in the current political and sports landscape, ensuring that the conversation around their connection remains vibrant. These political ties are just one layer of the UFC's captivating narrative. We're heading back to the fight card for a deep dive into the matchups that have everyone talking. UFC Seattle, a deep dive into the undercard and predictions. Beyond the main and co-main events, UFC Seattle boasts a packed undercard filled with compelling matchups and rising contenders, offering a glimpse into the future of the sport. As MMA KO's Drew Beaupre provides predictions for all 13 fights, the focus sharpens on battles like Chiesa versus Price, where veteran Michael Chiesa faces a fighter on a skid. Douglas versus Erosa presents a classic striker versus grappler dynamic, with the powerful Brazilian Douglas making his UFC debut against the experienced Chaz Skelly. The card also features the highly anticipated UFC debut of Abus Magomedov against WJ Purcell, and a middleweight bout between Nursultan Ruzabov and Rodolfo Vieira that promises intensity. Further down the card, fighters like Nikola Jokic and Ali Al-Kaisi are looking to make their mark. Jokic, a promising talent, faces a tough test against a more experienced opponent, while Al-Kaisi aims to build on recent success. The event also includes matchups like Jekka Sergi against Lucas Almeida and Dana Batcherel against Brady Hiestand, each offering unique stylistic clashes and potential for finishes. The women's strawweight division is represented by Ariane Lipski and a yet-to-be-announced opponent, and the flyweight division sees Jafel Filho face off against a tough competitor. Predictions are flying for these undercard bouts, with analysts highlighting potential upsets and breakout performances. Fighters like Daniel Santos and Joshua Kilibau are looking to continue their upward trajectory, facing opponents who will test their skills and resilience. The depth of the UFC Seattle card ensures that fans will be treated to non-stop action from the opening bout to the final bell, showcasing a diverse range of talent and fighting styles. Audience impact. Fans are eagerly dissecting every fight, placing bets, and debating potential outcomes on social media. The undercard is seen as crucial for identifying the next generation of UFC stars, with many viewers focusing on fighters who show promise for future championship contention. From the political sidelines to the electrifying octagon, the UFC delivers drama at every turn. Now, let's wrap up all the top stories you need to know. What a show! We saw Donald Trump making waves in the UFC world, Israel Adesanya and Alexa Grasso headlining a stacked UFC Seattle card, and another deep dive into Trump's ongoing connection with the octagon. That's all the news that's fit to print, and then some. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to news for all your breaking updates, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know. Hit us up in the comments with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms for more behind-the-scenes action. We'll see you next time.